Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brick World. Today's update is the most expensive and the biggest update ever I did on my channel. We're going to finish the building you can see right now. That's my mock version of the Brick Bank, and we're going to finish all the stuff that is missing. We're going to finish the top floor, adding the roof, adding more minifigures, more lights, so stay tuned for today's big update. Before we can start, we have to remove the upper floor. That's relatively easily because, as always, I'm building my buildings modular. So as you can see it here, I can just remove the top floor so I can put it on another place to work on it. I also got two official Lego sets. That's the Queer Eye set and that is the Friends set. I'm using stuff from it to build my interior of the final floor. So I'm using a lot of parts, some designs of it. And first of all, I need to remove the wall here on that terrace because I want to remodel the walls so we have a nice angle here that's completely on the other side of that 45-degree angle. Also add another door on the other side, and that's a better idea, I think, if when we have two doors going out on the terrace. And now it's time to build all the inner walls, all the inner rooms, and all the stuff inside to have all the little details you might know from my buildings. But before that, I had to install another light because I had forgot once again to push or to put a light up, a connector up to the upper floor. Here you can see it right now here on the side of the wall because I will need some electricity on top of that for the roof part to put all these strip lights on top so all the rooms have light later. That's design I want to use inside the building. We have a big room here for living, eating and stuff like that. There's going to be the kitchen. I already started working there with some stuff from the Queer Eye set, a little bit changed, a little bit expanded. That's the way I often use official Lego sets to use in my own sets. There's going to be the bathroom and there's going to be the sleeping room. And yes, as I said, two doors, one from the big room here from the living area and one I'm going out from the sleeping room. And yeah, first of all, we're going to start here with the kitchen. As you can see, I'm using some stuff from the official set, building it like it is in instructions. And also you can see there's a lot of colorful plates because I'm using two layers of plates inside my very big modulars because it makes it much more stable. As you can see, the first room, the kitchen, is already done. I have these little places here. It's going to be a dining place with a big table, and there are two new inhabitants. So we have 953 inhabitants now in the city. And here we have our little block here inside the kitchen. I added some more stuff to have a very nice little kitchen here. And I think it looks quite nice for that more expensive apartment here. It's one of the most expensive places, of course, in the city because it's near the old city, it's near the train station, and it's a very expensive place, so I want to reassemble that inside my building. Next off, we can see there's that big room. Here is a living area with a sofa, a table, and a TV, and then we have the dining place here, the table on the left side, and just some little details everywhere, pictures, flowers, and plants, and other stuff on the walls. And I really like how it looks with that little table here. As you can see, here is the place where you can put the food that's coming from the kitchen through to the wall, to the dining table. You do not have to walk through the wall. That's a very nice addition, I think. On the other side, we have some little more details. Some of that is from the official set, some is built by me. And here's the entrance door to the apartment. And yeah, we are on a very good way to really finish that building. Also, really make it sure that every door is also openable, and that's a very important part. And yeah, the next part, we are going to finish these three rooms, and then we are going to finish the terrace on the outside at the end. And the next one we are working on is that little entrance area that's in front of the apartment. It's just some little stuff and just some flowers. Here's a little place where we can go through because there is no stairs or stuff like that in that building because these two buildings, the one we are working today and the on the left side, the 10 colored buildings, they are connected and both buildings are using the stairs and everything else from the other building, so we do not need stairs and everything else here. That's the bathroom. I'm using mostly black and white colors to make a little bit more more expensive look, and these printed tiles on the floor are from Bricks, a very nice partner from me from Poland. And I really like the design of that bathroom. It looks really a little bit more expensive, a little bit more, better, a little bit more, as you know. The final room we have to build is the sleeping room here. We're going to add a big bed, for example, some other stuff, not too much details, carpet on the floor, and just some middle stuff. And I think also that room looks quite nice. It's good enough, I think. And yeah, that's now every room in that final floor is done in that big apartment on top of the building. And just some final views for you to see every little part and every little detail. And so we have every room done in that apartment. I really like the outcome of that, but we're not finished, of course. Now it's our time to work on the terrace outside. There are also going to be some minifigures, some details, as you can see it right now. Add a little table here outside with some stuff on it, some birds here, also some flowers outside here, and of course 2 new minifigures. Now we have 955 minifigures in the city, and yeah, I really like they're talking here, standing at that place looking down to the marketplace. You will see that later better when I put that part of the building back to its final place. And yeah, I really like it, but we are not finished yet because, as you can see, the roof is missing. That's going to be another very expensive and big part because it needs a lot of stuff. And I already also want to add some details on the roof. And as you can see here, I'm adding 2 big windows in top of that building. So later when the light is on its final place, we can look into the building. We can see the table here. We can look into the kitchen here, and I think it's a little nice addition to have more possibilities to look inside the building and have a nicer looking roof on top of it. But it's a little bit complicated to build up that big roof part. I'm going to need a lot of parts, especially I want to add some little details. As you can see also here, very colorful. Also I'm using 2 layers of plates to make it more stable. The layer on top is often just very colorful because I'm using parts that are very cheap and I have a lot of them. On top of them there's going to be placed some tiles, so later on we're not able to see all these colorful parts, and that's a very nice way to make the work and the MOCs a little bit cheaper. Just using cheap parts where you not can see them. And also I did a little mistake, as you can see here. The roof is not wide enough. I don't know what happened here, but there's one stud missing, so I have to remove a little bit part of that building and then put it back. That's the final part of the roof. I added almost 400 2x2 tiles in light bluish gray on top of here. And yeah, I really like that final look. It's a little bit empty. Maybe in a future update, we're going to rework a little bit of it, but that's not for today's update. Here, I weighted it. It's almost 4 kilograms, the final part, including the roof. So it's a very, very big and heavy MOC. I think the completed building is about, 16 kilograms. And now I'm adding the final light system here, as always, from Light My Bricks. Some strip lights coming from here to every room. I'm not putting in light to every room because it's not very realistic to have light in every room. But I'm testing some stuff and now I can put that back. It's very stable, as you can see here. I can also put it on very easily, but it's heavy, as you saw it. 4 kilograms is a very heavy part. And that's how it looks now. The final installment, everything's on top, every light is on, the building is done, and it was an insane build because it's a MOC of the official Lego set, the Brick Bank. It got bigger and bigger, and I think about 25,000 to 30,000 parts are inside that building, not counting all the light that is included here. And I really like that building. It's the first bigger building that is now finished in my brick world, and I really like how it looks with all these little nice details, and I really want to show you everything once again at the end, how it looks from outside. As you can see, we can look now inside the kitchen, and here we can see that dining table from top of the building, and I really like how the light comes out to the top, and I'm very satisfied. As always, feel free to write your comments, your whatever you have in your mind about today's update into the comments under the video. And yeah, that's the first big building that is completely done, and it really finishes that part of the city a little bit more. In a future update, we have to finish the building on the left side. That's a lot of work to do, but for now, I'm really satisfied with that building here. On the lower floor, we have 2 floors of that brick bank. We see all these rooms here. We have these apartments on the 3rd floor, that big apartment on the top floor, these little balcony, that terrace on top. On the other side of the building, we have that Italian restaurant with the bar on the 2nd floor. So a lot of stuff, a lot of minifigures inside the building, a lot of work. I started building that, I don't know, 2 years ago, and now it's finished, and I really like how it looks now in the end. And it's a very nice building, and I think it fits perfectly on that place here next to the street. So stay tuned for future updates, and bye.